Keeth Dean to join us here. He should be in momentarily.
Hey.
Hey, Keith, what's up, man? I just switched the title of the stream over to happening now. Keith Dean interview.
Oh
How are you
shit.
doing
Okay.
today?
Doing pretty good. We just came off of 3 wins, so
Oh, that's
it's a good day for the
awesome.
battles.
Heck yeah, that's super cool. All right, well, yeah, we're just gonna keep it light. This is kind of a new series that I'm gonna start doing. It'll be just fun, basic questions. We're not gonna get anything too deep where it's gonna create controversy or problems. The goal is to help newer players find kind of clans that they fit in with and kind of leadership or people with the same ideas, as well as just try to get other players to know who the personality is behind the character, because we all fight each other all the time. You know, we're a smaller server, community based than EU and RU, and we see each other, you know, almost on a daily basis in certain parts of the map that we fight on. And so I thought it'd be a really cool idea to just kind of do some of these interviews and bring people into the community and just kind of give them a platform to kind of advertise for themselves as their and their clan, as well as kind of create this fun experience where people can go back and watch it, or you can direct people back to the video and be like, yeah, go check out the video. You kind of get a good idea what, you know, all the clans are in merc are. And I'm going to be continuing to kind of create and critique this. Do you have any questions before we get too started to get down into the weeds here?
That sounds like you covered a lot of it, so
Yeah, I know you probably had a lot of questions because
good.
I didn't really give you a lot of context to this to kind of start. I'm gonna jump in my hideout. Do you want me to invite you to the hideout and we kind of just like hang out down there and do the interview from the hideout?
Yeah, sure.
All
Sounds
right,
like a good idea.
I've got some chairs down here where we can like set up like a little interview section.
Yeah, that's you gonna clip it up, or are we just like you're gonna just like upload it? Right,
We'll be all the above. It's Kieth, right?
in game, it's just ease all the way through. Easier to type, just ease.
There it is. All right, invite to hideout. Boom. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to make like a more formal setup here at some point. But for
Get your
now,
room.
this works.
Oh, no, this is cool. I like this. Should I take the couch or
Yeah.
stand next to you?
Yeah, I'll have to put a coffee table and like just a chair beside it so I can be like a psychiatrist talking to you.
It's like your first. How many have you done? Is this your first time?
So this is the first one that I've done in the community.
Oh,
I've had the idea of doing this for a while now, actually, and this was like the first opportunity where I was like, all right, you know, we're gonna kind of get this going. And chat, I know you guys are all watching. If you have any questions you'd like me to ask Keith Dean during the interview, because I want to include you guys in this as well, type them below. We'll be trying to get to as many of them as we can. Obviously, keep them respectable and, you know, keep them relatable to the game. We want to, you know, have a good experience for everybody a part of it. All right, with no further ado, Keith, I'll let you take the floor for a second and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you play the game Stalcraft.
oh, well, I was playing Tarkov, and I heard their like end game was like basically what Stalcraft is. It's like before they did like they had the cheater problem in like 2022 or something. Like Nikita said something about like making it all like persistent open world and like you just no more like loading screens and shit. Like which basically what Stalcraft is. Like the only loading screens going between zones because it kind of has to. And yeah, that's what I was looking for. Found it. I got into it really quick. Got to the north within like a week, and then I just ran backwater back when it was pre-X, and was able to loot barrels to get a bunch of loot. And I had like 20 mil in like my first day once I got north. Maybe like my seventh day since I took a little. I didn't just rush the game since I got
I had to leave. I had to leave that, dude.
took my time.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
You know,
all right, so then I guess my first question for you: what's one of the craziest things that's ever happened to you in the zone?
Well, yesterday I was just laying down on a pallet jack by a gold airdrop spawn. And it spawned, and then I was up there until about like a minute left, and then I killed Imp, but Imp got me, and then I just died and respawned, ran back out there, and I got right behind their subdivision leader's back. Basically, I was like 8 meters from her, and I was about to knife her, and I could have taken the gold airdrop potentially all alone. It was pretty crazy because all I would have had to do was actually hit her and then just press FX and run. Since everyone else was just like being stupid, not really paying attention. Like there's like 8 of them right behind her, not looking at her. You know what I mean? Like looking around, like not realizing I'm behind 8 of them. Like it was crazy. That's probably the craziest time. Aside from like pulling crazy artifacts, like that is the most insane like PvP moment almost I've had. Because it's hard to get people into the end game area. It takes some time.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill gap that kind of takes time to acquire gear, artifacts, even game knowledge of kind of where to play the angles and what the different counter artifacts are for those bio 3 and 4 areas or even the side portals just to get into Stillwater.
That is how I skipped in the backwater right there.
Yeah. What's the most cracked player you've ever faced or teamed with?
Oh, it's hard to tell because of the gear. Um,
It can be
the only
gear.
exception
It
is
can be gear
my
included,
guy right
or
now.
it can be acceptable. You can have two if you want. You can have one with gear and one without gear.
The most consistent overall, I'd say, is Rari. Like the person I played with is Rari DLL. If you've seen him, he's in sessions all the time, always top boarding.
He is in there a
There's
lot.
a few names, but he's really the most like I'd be lying to tell you otherwise. You know.
Awesome. What's your how would you describe the zone in 3 words?
Very. Um. Deadly. Free, almost free, and
At LVN.
Yo, we got a freaking interview going on, you
I don't
monkey.
even. I
Relax.
don't even. Just fuck around. Everyone fucks. Can I curse? Everyone fucks or screws around. Everyone screws around.
Yeah, you can curse,
Sorry.
but yeah, let's try to keep the comms clear so that we can just get through the interview without having too many interruptions, guys. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Keith. And what's the third one? So you said the first one was deadly,
Basically-
free, and
Basically, everyone could just screws around, screwing around. It's none of us 2 words, but
yeah, that's fine.
I could find a better one. But sake of time.
Yeah, no worries. All right, well, let's lead into the next question. I want to give you some time to talk about Rich because I want to be this for any of the clan leaders. I want to give them some time to have a platform to talk about their clan. So, Keith, tell us about Rich, why people should join it, what you guys are about, like what are the core values of Rich that makes Rich successful?
Oh God. Well, I made it with the goal of trying to get to number 1, and that is a long, like mountain to climb. Like it's hard. It's not really possible without having a whole team behind you. So really, what I was focusing on was just making sure everyone's improving consistently, since then we can get up there. By the time this new update rolled around, where you could still get stuff if you're not winning every single time. So we can get our win rate up to like 75%. We can get like just all the way up to like S2 if we really just get a 75% win rate overall. It's all win rate based. If you get 50%, you're stagnating on your points. That's why you see half the subdivisions not able to get into D tier, because they're all stagnating since they're not achieving a above 50% win rate. Since they don't see us pushing past 60, since my guys don't see us pushing past 60 sometimes, and they some of them leave sometimes, it's like a constant climb to push us past 60, like up to like 80, 70% win rate at least, since that'll like be a consistent climb, not like a slow climb. Because if you notice, we are slowly climbing over time. It's just
Yeah, you guys have been on
we're really sitting at like 50. Yeah, even when people have been leaving, people went to Mercenary, people have went to Keeger, people have went to Clussy. some people went to the Cubs, so like we've had people leave, we've had people come, and like we always do well. I think I do a good job at leading. It's just the people we fight, since we do well, we always go up to the higher bracket, so it's always a tougher fight, and not everyone wants to do the tough fights. Hell, we get people that want to just sit there and get casings and not have to fight every day, basically, maybe one or two. But we're not full all the time. We still have like 10 or 15 spots, but it's what it is. Like, so right now we got like one squad full, consistent squad of 3 people. We had a whole nother squad, but now I'm just running 4 whole squads by myself in like the leader call.
Okay.
I split them in half sometimes. I do whatever. I'm trying to make it work, but like we don't have any leaders to lead in the call, and it's better for me to just lead it if nobody wants to actually lead, which is screwed up. But
So
that's
you're
what I gotta
currently
do, you know?
recruiting, is what I hear. It sounds like you're currently looking for more players to join.
Yes, yeah, if we had a full team of geared people, since this entire time I have had no gear requirement. I have had no mandatory. We have just been pushing it. You know what I mean? It's
All right. So
crazy.
Rich Clan has no gear requirements, so anybody getting to the north could join. He'll also help you get geared up, is what I sounds like, and I've seen inside his Discord, so I kind of know that's true. I've seen a lot of his stuff that he's shown me personally. That he has a lot of strategy guides kind of pre-typed up and ready for new players to kind of follow to help them get geared up to the level that they need to be competitive in Clan Wars. And Keith, so you're looking to recruit. You have no mandatory days, but everybody shows up on a regular basis that are there because they want to fight. And
Yeah, we have a swapping system basically based off of if you show up the day, you stay in. If you don't, you get swapped out, and then we just get people showing up that want to play that way. Because if
gotcha.
you're not showing up every day, you don't want to play, right? So, or you have
Sure.
something going on, and if you have something going on, you can get back in. There's like a system for everything, basically. I've worked out like how to keep it functional, looked into like the rules and everything. I ran it all to a T. Like this, there's a reason we do so well. Is I've just measured it basically. You know,
That's
like even
awesome.
if we got like one squad, like we'll just have a horde and one squad go to the side point, and I'll just go help out the squad if we got to. Like I don't know, because I'll make sure bring
So
half this horde if I have to.
so briefly, what's the elevator pitch of why somebody should join Rich, or why you would be looking for somebody to join Rich? What's kind of like the reason that they should pick Rich over any other clan?
The reason I don't put out advertisements because if you look at the history, you look at it all, you see Rich is basically the only one consistent over time improving with like no downtime. I wish you could see the history back from like the whole year because you could see that we've constantly been on the rise. Like our win rate was like 20% at first, then it went up to like 40% after a couple months. Then like after the Inside Out, we started having that 50% win rate. And we've had that for a long time, and it's just getting more people with gear. But by the time, like, because it takes a month or two to get gear, so that's why I want people to join with new gear up until the winter season, because by the time the winter season rolls around, I'm gonna have a lot of people coming back with gear probably, and we're gonna win a lot. And then I'll be looking to recruit after that, maybe new people, but we'll see. Because it's like a cyclic. Like people don't play the game all year. People have jobs doing like things that are like I know a few guys that work on like oil rigs all like half the year. You know what I mean? Like, so it's I see different people at different times, but they're not playing for different teams or anything. They work. You know, people got jobs, lives. So.
Absolutely.
That's what's going on.
Who's Rich's biggest? Who's the biggest rival?
It's currently Mercenary. I built them up from like when they were like not even showing up to battles. I was like, come on, guys, get your shit together. Like really, like damn near like talking shit to them, trying to get them to do better. But like I was helpful at first, but like now it's a little rivalry. Really, like it's kind of nice. Because now it's not Kiga or Kiga. Oh yeah, the reason that I don't really advertise is Kiga and Kiga are like the only better place consistently all the time. I feel like because they win all the fucking time. Like, it's undeniable that they win all the time, right? So it's once we get up to that point where we could beat Kiga, it's undeniable that we are. But all it would take to beat them, I think, is having a full team of 30 because they take my members and then they get gear after like a short period of time because they have a clan bank worth like hundreds of millions, and there's only one slot into them. So like by default, I feel like we're a good choice because alternatively, the rival is KKK, and KKK is not doing too well in the currently. They're dodging Kiga fights. So
Okay. What does it take to run a successful clan in Stalcraft X?
mm,
Because there's a lot as a
good.
leader behind the scenes that you guys do that the majority of your clan members are probably unaware of, but especially people who are just coming into the game.
just coming into the game, do you want people that want to win, or do you want to like tell people like how to like get rewards? Because now you can get rewards without having to win. So there's two different mindsets to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's successful in your eyes. So, what does it take to run a successful clan? Like, what are some of the things that you have to do on a daily basis to keep your clan performing? Like, recruiting's one of them, or even just like being aware of where people are queuing for like base capture, so that you can try to figure out the best place for your team to get the most reward from it. I mean, just some examples, but what do you feel it takes to run a successful clan?
I've done a lot of those, probably all of those, but the most important one is just making sure the battles happen every day. My most important like message in chat is probably the one that bring barricades. Just spammed like 1,000 times in the beginning of battle, maybe like 20 times, but like just a wall of bring barricades, and people will actually bring them at that point, and then we're doing something right. Because right now we're currently at stage 1, sniping and sitting behind barricades. We have no snipers, but we're doing the barricades, and we're putting them closer since we don't have snipers. We're playing with what we got. Not having gear is crazy. We do really well for no gear, like all around. Like the pancores were a blessing this season, to be honest.
Absolutely. What's your favorite season so far that Expo's put out for content over the last time that you've been playing? Because you founded Rich, correct, Keith?
I did. I
Yeah.
founded it during the black market, black raid, and then put it on ice until the winter season. Started it up like January 1st, basically.
Gotcha.
So
So you guys
this
are
year,
almost a year in action now.
yep.
That's crazy. So what's your favorite season we've had so far? Was it the Inside Out, the Winter Event, Black Raid, the Forgotten Supplies, which was the Grace of the new version of the Grace of Perun, or the which one did you like the most and why?
I did like the Grace of. I played it the least, but it wasn't. That's not why I liked it the most. The Grace of Perun is just. It was so fun to play the game mode. The way it was like you get the loot and stuff from playing the PVE, and then you go PvP, and then you go back to the shit, and then like you got to be good on both of them or you lose. So like it really poked out if people were just good at one thing and not both. You know,
That's awesome.
it was fun.
I've heard some stories about your artifact seminars, and I haven't been fortunate enough to make any of them. But I know you're a big artifact guy, and you've had lots of different artifact builds over the time. What's your favorite artifact and why?
It was the lard, but then the tallow came out, and it's just better because the lard is so stupidly cheap. And you could like if you just slap like 5 or 6 of them in the build back with the old rapture grenades. Now that they've removed rapture, it doesn't really work really, but like you could basically have 6 shards for free. Like it was a stupid amount of healing. Like you just was missing the vit stack, but with the vit stack of schizo plus that, you have like a billion ruble build for like cheap as hell. But the Talos are now just better, and now that is like getting nerfed over time since Schizo got nerfed and now Rapture is gone. So the Vit stacking is no longer a thing, which nerfs healing overall. The healing nerf came, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows. Like that was the healing nerf.
Yeah.
They might mush them all into one stat, but like they totally nerfed it. The overtone's still good. It survived it. I'm surprised. It's just our Vit stacking is not so high, so if you don't have crazy arties, it's not good for everybody. You need like good amount of rubles to back it up, or just have good luck or something.
What's the craziest artifact that you've found? And I'm sure there's a story behind it, so please tell us the story as well.
So when I found the red bubble gum, I was on Kolos Agro Complex. I went up to the north end on like a dead server, found nothing, ran away from the fire pit, had a feeling, like a slight feeling, and I turned around and there it was. I had 2 artifacts on my scanner, ran up to it. I had not found a bubblegum previously. I looked at the glow of the artifact from a distance. I could tell it was a bubblegum. So I was already freaking out. I got up to it. It was red. I squealed. It was like 3 a.m. I didn't know what to do. I called like the 1 or 2 people I could, and I was like, "Get in here, guys, help me!" And they didn't even have to. I got myself out, but like I was freaking out. I was like, "I've never picked something up this valuable before," you know. Like, there's only 5 of them left, I think, or that ever existed.
Yeah, there's only 5 in the game. I believe that is correct.
I would say left because I know some fool lost something good. I know it. Like it had to have happened.
5 that spawned. With the only 2 that we know about are yours and Doc's.
There you go.
We know of 3. There's 3 in the server that we know of. Then if the number's 5 that spawned, then there's 3 that we know of.
Who's the third?
Potentially 4 that we know of. Duty or Cove, I can't remember. It's not your guy. It's Duty or Cove.
What's your most annoying anomaly in the game?
Tough one. I do pretty well against all of them. I guess the fire ones, because there's no counter except have better stuff. Like, fire sucks. Like, the kettles and stuff. Like, the place I got my bubblegum was a kettle, but, like, digging through them, like, there's a spot in still water where you just kind of have to, like, jump at it and, like, you can kind of get it. And it's just, like, you're burning the entire time. Like, if you were wearing black holes, you'd be dying instant. It sucks. Like, negative vit already hunting there, it was a joke. I didn't pick that thing up for years until I had, like, a science suit almost. Be like, nah, it's not worth it. There's no way it's, like, a pink branch or a gold branch. And, like, half the time I'd look and it was, like, a wolf tier. You're not missing much if you don't loot that one, unless you get crazy lucky.
All right, so I got.
You'll know what I'm talking about, probably.
Yeah, for sure. I got one last question, and then I'm gonna turn it over some of the questions in chat here. But my last question is kind of a fun one. If you could name an anomaly of your own, what would be the name of the anomaly, and what would the effect of the anomaly do?
When I was playing Stalker Gamma, there was this one called the Phantom Star. It's an artifact, and it would make you unable to pull out a weapon, but you're invisible. So, like, if they made you fully invisible, but, like, you can't attack, and it was like a 5-second thing, I'm not too sure what I'd name it, but that'd be pretty cool. All right, like a little, because you know how people hide behind stasises and kind of like do that with those. It'd be like the opposite of that. Plus, it would expose cheaters, which is pretty big. It's a good way for the company to point out who's ESPing and stuff like that. Who's got like hitboxes around people, you know?
All right.
If they're like fully invisible, if they do it right. If they do it like Halo where you can still see, nah, you know?
It's got to be fully invisible. All right. So the first question in chat that I'm going to throw to you is, if you were faced with a wall, would you go over it, under it, or around it?
Always over first off instinct, but like if I can, I go under, because nobody expects the under.
All right, perfect. Somebody else in chat is IH7. I appreciate the follow as well. I'm sorry, IHL7. Appreciate the follow, but he had a question. He said, "Why do you like the tallow so much?"
It's just the cheapness of the lard, but like nobody valued the tallow when the Inside Out dropped. But I was like looking at the stats, and it was just simply better by like a little bit. And then when they buffed it, it's now like just flat out better. So it's just a better lard. Like I gotta like my lard since I loved the lard at first, even when it was good. And now when it's not, I can still love my tallow. Tallow's okay. I might need the 5 of them to make it comparable, but like, hey, I don't own like enough branches or shards to really do that still, so they still have a place, barely. Sad of the day they might not, but you know, sad for the day they might not.
Perfect. LVN had a great question. He said, "Why is the black hole meta, in your opinion? And do you have any currently black holes, or do you have any builds that you're going to be using the black hole in, Keith?"
Oh, I've got the. So it's my prism replacement because so the way fire works, if you get -50, your fire doesn't really go away. It's not like how your BR or VIT works where you just fall over instantly, but it's like your burning duration is longer, you take more damage. So you kind of want to just not go too negative. So in a combo, you can just run 5 black holes all day. 5 plus 2 snares. You got a good build right there.
Do you have any current? Are you doing that build? Is that one of the builds that we can expect to see you PvPing in sessions with?
I don't think you could expect that for sessions. That's not sessions is an EHP stack. Maybe subdivision battles, maybe.
Okay.
Because then I'll be faster. Because my bubblegums are just innately the best at like raising that EHP higher for like that momentary like 0.3 second window. Because like the healing versus the EHP stacking is kind of based on distance and how many guns are firing at you. It kind of makes sense where each one goes, right?
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
further distance, the more you want to heal. The less guns, the more you want to heal.
Do you think black holes will be kind of like kind of fall on their face once people find out how to counter them. You know, we've talked about it in numerous small groups in the game about, you know, flamethrowers affect the black hole, instant ammo doesn't, but any of the open world are like anomalies that are fired
Right, but
all create problems for them.
nothing has changed. It's the same. Any of the suits everyone's running already all have low fire protection. Unless you're running the Nomad, like I suggested my guys to make 6 months ago.
Perfect.
Or you got a Regal. A Regal's a good shot too. I can't sleep on that now. I used to dog on that suit. Now you could black hole build and you still have more fire res than anything else. It's just like I said, not letting that fire res drop below -50. Otherwise, you're still cooked to a flamethrower no matter what, because that damage works in a way where if you just stack multiple flamethrowers, you're gonna melt anybody. They can't build against it. There's no way to. It's impossible.
Somebody asked, when is Rich beating Kiga?
When we get 30 out of 30 with gear, and when we all do all the strats, all of them, because Kiga's gonna, once we get one lick in, they're gonna pull out all the strats, and it turns into like the second stage of a boss fight. You know what I mean? Like, it gets way harder. Like, once we get one win in on them, like we got one lick in on Kiga, and they toughened up. So, yikes! We made them start using strategy, started making them wander the map. Before we took down their tent, I swear to you, they were not wandering the map. Any of the time we played against them, they would just sit there and just take points. Nowadays, they're actually playing the game.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. I want to just give everyone a shout out that just followed. Thank you, Warful Muncher, for the follow. It's Ruiz. Thank you for the follow. Tiffy, NOS or NO2S. Thank you for the follow. Starving Marvin TV. Thank you for the follow. Credenti, Mr. Superfrog. Thank you guys all for the follows. I'm trying to get through some of these questions here. They're popping up almost faster than I can ask them. The last question that I think that was asked would be, when would you join Kiga, Keith, if ever?
I don't think I would. I think I'm gonna have enough people to fight. Yeah, there's not enough competition in the game. Like I'm gonna be the number 3 probably. I mean, they're long enough, you know.
True. I think that's a valid point. I mean, there is definitely a lack of other communities in the game, and I think just perseverance and time will help you grow and give the game more content as a whole. I mean, obviously Kiga and Kicker has done a great job with what they do best, which is recruit top tier players and maintain that top tier spot. But I think there's going to be, as the game continues to grow and expand, there's going to be other communities that will be able to compete with each other, and hopefully eventually then be able to compete with them down the line. But for a while, it's going to be probably sticking to that kind of a community aspect ratio for sure. Another question that was had, what do you think of the Stalcraft community in general and the other clans? I mean, I think the other clans is probably too generic. There's too many clans to go through each one, but what do you think of the Stalcraft community in general?
I don't think anyone really knows how the game works like to a T. Not even Giga, honestly. Like, nobody really knows exactly how it works. Everyone's a little lost. I don't know everything, but I know where to look for what I don't know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's how I could point out that, like, even people that, like, know everything basically in Kiga, like, I still help them sometimes, like, learn stuff, because it's to the point where I just spitball with anyone that is really high end in the game, like, knows all the stuff. So everyone's a little lost. So you still have time to get into the game, get ahead of people, because people are still behind. For a majority. Like, that's why there's not enough people in Clan Wars, not enough subdivisions, because everyone's a little lost. They don't even know what to get from it. Like, the rewards are great. Like, you should probably include that. Like, that's it's a big one.
Imperium
you get a base capture.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
So, like, you get base capture, you get, like, a base and forge, you get, like, a bunch of casings, like, and those can be used for, like, all the upgrade stuff. It could be used like trade coins. It could be used for Breakfast of Champions. It could be used for the Crimson Case, which is like the gold airdrop in Stillwater. The same stuff drops from it, even more actually. And you get them every day now. Like, it's not like how it used to be. Like, you just by participating in the battles, you get casings. So more people should be doing it, signing up every day and just trying. The problem is just you got to get people online in the battles. A lot of people don't prioritize getting people online in the battles enough. That's why you only see like 8 to like 16 people being competitive even. Like, right now, like the limit for base capture is 16. So if you are being competitive, you will get to that 16th spot.
I agree. I think there's a lot of interesting fights to be had on base capture day because of the ability to select different things. So you don't have to fight, all of the top clans if you pick the right base and they all split up or if they all go in one spot. There's been times that we've seen where just like one base is completely empty. It's got, one or two clans. And it's kind of just cool to watch the underdog fight happen when that happens. I've always enjoyed kind of seeing that in the base capture days. So I agree. If you can get in that top 16 slot, you should be 100% queuing because you never know what you're going to queue into on base capture day.
I'd say go for the Giga bracket. Go for the Giga bracket. It's going to be better for you so you can actually get into the game and get casings. Because so you know how like you said, everyone dodges those specific brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, those are free brackets. If the top 16 do not get in, like everyone, you don't even have to be top 16 right now. Expo did not code it properly, or unless they intended it for this, so base cap's always full. But yeah, you can always queue base cap pretty much. You should always be queuing base cap every day if you want to sell division. It's gonna be good for you. And go against the hard guys, go against the easy guys. It doesn't matter. There's enough people queuing nowadays. More people are catching on to you should just get a fight anyways. So it's been about a month now. So yeah, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you? Orphan just asked this question. I think it's a great question, and I'm actually curious to hear as well. What do you think about the upcoming ops and modules that will be coming within it?
It's going to lower the TTK for all the assault rifles down to shotgun level, probably. That's my guess. So it's going to be a more balanced game overall, but it's going to require more playtime to actually get up to gear, which is going to hurt the newer players coming up to fight the more end game players like Kiga, and like I'm starting to become like a really end game player, but I don't have any of the crazy stuff like gold, anything. I have all the reds. I'm like a master of red, nothing gold, you know. So
Yeah,
but even red's even really good. It's just you're missing out some key items on it when you don't have gold. When you talk about end game, if you're just talking about getting to 16, you don't even need red. You could do it with pink if you're playing right, because a lot of these subdivisions are just gear carried. They don't actually use strategy. And like if you just it just falls apart the moment they start losing half the time.
mm-hmm.
Especially if you're newer, they'll just like overestimate themselves, and then when they start losing, they don't have a plan B. I always have a plan B, every time. You need one just in case they could 30-man your tent. What are you gonna do?
Absolutely. Keith, what are the PC specs that you play on? I know that someone had mentioned a while ago that you have a pretty unique computer setup, so I'd love to hear about that real quick.
Oh, so I used to game on a 1050 Ti and an i5 94 something. I forget. 9400K. Yeah, those two things. And I was getting good frames. I even got 60 FPS in Tarkov. A lot of the modern games do not optimize themselves for you. You have to like go into like even like your command prompt and do some stuff. I think I did like 4 things in command prompt, 8 things in settings menu, and like 5 things in control panel. Like it's stupid. But I was getting 60 FPS on a 1050 Ti on streets when it launched on Tarkov, and now I've upgraded to an i9 9600 9400K, and I just better.
Are
I don't
you
remember what I got before.
what kind of case do you have? Or I've heard that you have kind of a unique custom built case for your PC setup. Is that correct?
No, it's just an old one from you remember Fry's Electronics from
Yeah.
like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From them. I don't remember the brand or anything, but it's just a pretty nice one from them. It's not like it's just beat up a little bit. I've taken some things off. It's not like beat up. It's just taking some things off of it. I don't even know what it's called anymore because of that.
That's
So
awesome. What would be your advice to a new player coming into Stalcraft about the game and kind of what their first kind of objective should be when they get into the game?
if you're playing during an event, which you most likely are because they're doing it all the time, just get to the north, get into a faction. If you don't know which faction, choose the more expensive faction, which right now I believe is Mercenary and Duty or Frontier, Mercenary and Frontier, and then you could swap to the other one for mad cheap. If
Yeah.
you go the other way around, you won't have a chance to go to the other one without paying 5x the price. So,
It's true.
Yes. Start at the cheaper one. Or the
All
more
right,
expensive one to move to, I should say. Mercenary and Frontier.
Keith,
Start at Mercenary and Frontier.
do you have any questions for me before we end the interview? I think this has been a lot of fun, so I appreciate you being on and appreciate you kind of being the leader in the community and doing the first interview here with us. And we're looking to do more. So if there's anybody in chat that's watching this or sees it on YouTube or anywhere else that has interest in doing one of these interviews with me, please reach out and DM me. I'm going to get a list together and start a schedule. I already got some kind of lined up for the next week. But Keith, do you have any questions for me before we wind this down?
Not really. If you got any more in the chat or something, I can answer some questions. Not doing much. Everyone's happy today from the battle. We won down people, so we had like 22 in the battle.
That's
Beat all
awesome.
them people. So.
Well, the one question that keeps popping up, and Imperium is really excited to know this, and I don't even know how you'd figure this out, but he says, I think what he means is how much is your net worth in the game, but he said, we got to know how much he vendors for. I don't know if there's an inside joke there or what, but he said it like 4 times in chat, so I felt like it was needed to be asked.
Well, I'll answer the first part. I think it's like if it was 250 back during Christmas last year, I'm probably pushing $1 billion if I really sell everything.
All right, so Keith Dean's looking at a bill and net worth now in the game. That's crazy. It's a lot of grinding.
I mean, and a lot of my items have fallen in price too, so it's like it's rough.
Well, I think that's what we're going to see happen. I think things are going to become more affordable, more obtainable, which is going to be good for newer players because they can actually get into the game and kind of shorten the gear gap by getting caught up faster as we continue to find artifacts and put them on auction, things like that. As we continue to upgrade ourselves, the stuff that we were using will become available, and because there's less new players coming into the game and more people looking for the more valuable stuff, some of the lower tier stuff will go for cheaper prices, allowing for newer players to get caught up a little bit.
Well, everything's getting cheaper, really, too. Like you can even like the mid game players can get to end game nowadays if you just know what you're doing.
True. Definitely helps.
There's a lot of I'd call out right now, but I'm afraid somebody else might buy them. You know.
All right. Well, Keith Dean, I appreciate you doing the interview with us today. I look forward to our next interview. We're going to be doing another interview probably on Thursday, and we'll probably have another one Friday. I think I'm going to keep them about 9 p.m. Eastern time. It seems to be a good time zone for people to jump into to kind of catch it after Clan War before they start doing dailies or anything else that they might be doing throughout the week, as well as kind of just everyone's kind of winding down for the night. It's kind of just a fun thing to kind of watch as they end their gameplay for the evening. Orphan asks, what are your thoughts on playing EU or RU?
My ping would be way too high. I can't do it. It's just way too high. I'd have like 170, maybe one like 200. I don't know. It seems nice having the population, but like I think NA could be good if we just had a mass influx of players. Because the problem with the subdivisions not getting up to par all the time is people quit all the time because not everyone's up to gear. Their lobbies get dead because like half the population moves up to master, and then the vet players like have a dead lobbies or like then half the masters quit, and then there's new players, and then like you just need a bunch of players and a bunch of players need to stick around for a while, and then you'll have a populated game where everyone can PvP and stuff. Because the open world right now, if you get yourself to master gear, you have a pretty free farm, especially on merc side, because you got a few different subdivisions of people just fighting it out in the open world. So it's nice. Just go with your teammates. Good advice.
Yeah, definitely play with your teammates. That's the most valuable asset in the game. That's for sure. All right, Keith.
It's an MMO. Don't try to go alone. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this. I'm gonna get back to my farming. I know it's Sessions is double XP or half off XP weekend, so we should all be hitting that up. Everyone should be grinding that gun and tree bracket of gear is insane. The serval is insane. That's what I'm actually grinding for right now. I haven't played Sessions a lot. I just started kind of this summer because I finally got some gear and finally got my character kind of built up to where he needs to be successful in that game mode. So I'm excited to get in there and play some more tonight. Keith, thanks for everything with us. I'm going to keep the stream going while I do the sessions and kind of play a little bit as well. I appreciate everybody in chat for all the great questions. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Appreciate the support on the stream as well. We do stream every night. We've been playing, everything from Clan War all the way through to open world to sessions. So don't really hide anything. Don't gatekeep anything. Feel free to ask questions. We're going to be doing a 500 follower giveaway. So we're going to continue to build the community here, and I want to interview everybody in the game over time, not just clan leaders, but just anybody who's been around for a while or just has some good insight, some unique thoughts or perspectives. Love to get you on here. Obviously, the goal of this channel isn't to be a specific community hype channel or anything like that. We're looking to just build Stalcraft as a whole. There are no intentions for just like using this as a promotional thing for myself or anything like that. All the giveaways will be either sponsored by some people. Somebody actually gave me the first giveaway to give away, or myself. I planned on doing some at least some premium giveaways at some point, but the 500 follower giveaway was brought to us by Unreal Vin. So appreciate the donation for the follow. Want to give him a shout out for that, for the follower giveaway, and look forward to getting to play the game with everybody in the game and kind of getting to know everybody kind of as well, because I haven't really had a lot of time to really spend time in the community. I've just kind of been so focused on getting my character where it needed to be that I kind of failed to realize that the bigger part of the game is actually the community, and that's the more enjoyable part of the game outside of grinding everything, because I think we have a pretty cool community of people. Everybody comes from different walks of life, and everybody has a unique perspective.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, Keith, I appreciate it. I'm going to get into some sessions. Anybody want to jump in sessions and fight? I'm all for it. I know I'm not the best PvPer, never claimed to be, never ever will be, but I do enjoy it and enjoy
You have
kind
somebody
of
else trying to come up.
grinding up. Who's trying to come up?
John,
I think I'm going to go hang out with my guys. It's been good.
Sounds good, Keith. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
I'll see you.
Take care.
Bye, Keith.
All right. John Wick. Ghost is a bottom fragger confirmed. True. Top 2 at the bottom of the board every time. Everyone wants John Wick. All right, let's get John Wick in here. Have John Wick DM me. I'd love to have him. Like I said, I have no parameters on who can be a part of it. Like I said, I want to get everybody at some point that wants to be a part of it. So love to have him. If he wants to get in, tell him to DM me.